rain, drizzle frame, I ride 87 Corvette, CO1, took the T-tops off and put them in the trunk. All gassed up, she been drinking from the pump, that's all bad. Trying to pass around. Off lift fools trying to make it last. Emotional luggage, nothing of it, I don't check bags. I just carry on, leave that in the past. Have OJ in my glass. Testarossa program, cone ties curriculum. Doors open like a pendulum, swinging, rocking my jet set emblems. Foolish to serve like Wimbledon. Interior cinnamon, the car that I'm sitting in. Calm my bad nerves, I call her my. Just kidding, not just element twisting. From the earth come the fire in the wind. I'm living, not just element twisting. From the earth come the fire in the wind. I'm living. From the earth come the fire in the wind. I'm living, yeah.
Thanks for joining us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the New York Mets and the Detroit Tigers. First pitch coming at you right after the break. So just about set now. Getting the nod in this one, Tarik Skubal. What do you look for here?
Very solid starters, able to repeat his mechanics on a consistent basis, which allows him to move through a lineup and get deep into a ball game.
The wind of the pitch. That one fouled off. And now the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Late with the swing there.
This is a batter who clearly performs better in day games. I don't know why, but his numbers generally back it up.
That one lifted to left. Canna coming on. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These guys have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
Out to short, Baez. Got him.
Yeah. We talked about how the ball is coming out of the pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
Francisco Lindor to the plate now. Fans love him, but he's pretty popular with the players, too.
He certainly is, Boo. The player survey on MLB.com listed him as one of the friendliest infielders to chat with during a game. I'm sure he appreciates the recognition from his peers.
Swings through that.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Kicks and deals. Fights it off. He'll see another. Two outs. Right through there. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Middle of the first. No score. Back here with my pal Siggy. And on the hill in this one, Jose Quintana.
This guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, They're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Bounce to the right side. Fires over to first. One up, one down. Let's take a check of the Tigers lineup. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
The pitch. And it's fouled away. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Two down, nobody on. And they'll do it again. A wind in the pitch. And that's in the dirt. Swings and misses. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. We move on to the second here at Comerica. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. And stepping in for New York, Pete Alonso. That one at the knees for a strike. Since debuting in 2019, no player in the majors has hit more homers than Pete Alonso. Strike two.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
The wind of the pitch. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one.
Came after him with the fastball on 0-2, and that's a pretty good demonstration of what power pitching is all about. He's got the stuff, obviously, and right there he used it to put his opponent away without needing to waste any pitches.
Starling Marte up to hit. And first offering is fouled off. Skubal, he's become known as a guy that's really tough to take deep, and that is especially valuable today, Chris, when the ball's going out of the ballpark so much. 0-1 now. In the air, left side. Sizes this one up. Puts it away for the out.
It's very important. It's all about run prevention, right? So when you have that, it's a plus. But if you are going to give up the long ball, you want the bases to be empty, and that's where control and command really comes into play for a guy like this.
DJ Stewart, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And makes the grab. And that is that. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the DH. Kerry Carpenter. Quintana back to work. Foul ball there. The 0-1. Line drive to short and caught.
Yikes, that ball was scorched, an absolute missile. It almost becomes self-defense as the fielder. When one of those things comes screaming towards you, watch your lips.
Here's Mark Canha. Up the middle. A dive. He's got it. Throw to first, and they get the out.
Just love watching this guy do everything. Swing the bat and make great defensive plays just like that. Remember, he won the Gold Glove in 2016. You know this guy's the real deal defensively.
Fastball right back to the mound. Over to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Tigers fail to make any noise. We'll move to the third with no. Top half of the third inning. Stepping in, Francisco Alvarez. And a pitch. Alvarez in his second season, 22 years old. And he was born in Venezuela. The 0-1. The pitch. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All three pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
Brett Beatty in the box now. No balls and a strike. High fly ball down the left field line. Takes it tall and he hangs on. Now it's going to be Harrison Bader. And first offering is fouled off. Top of the third, no score. Strike two. In the air, left field. Canna sizing this one up, and that'll do it. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Back here in Detroit, set for the bottom of the third. Down the third baseman, Gio Urshela. The pitch. And that one lifted in the air, center field. And it's caught for the out. Now it's Javier Baez. The other way, and that's a fair ball.
Batting ninth, the catcher.
One gone, runner at first. And now it's going to be Jake Rogers. Lined, and that's a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, one out.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a run. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the center fielder, Parker Meadows. And fouled off.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
2 on, 1 out. Ground ball could be 2. Lindor quickly to second for 1.
Well, they had the chance at turning 2 right there, but I don't think he got a good grip on the ball as he tried to transfer from glove to throwing hand. They say you can't assume a double play. I beg to differ at the big league level, but it's going to be ruled as a fielder's choice.
Here's Riley Green. Grounded out his first time. Outside low, ball 1. Step off throw to first, and he's back safely.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Torkelson 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And that is cut on and missed. And it's 0 for 1. And ball one. The 1-1 is fouled off. Meadows at second. Green on at first with 2 down. In the air right field. Marte going after it. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. When they pick up 1 run on the RBI single, it's now 1-0. Back at Comerica Park as we go to the top of the 4th. Here's the Mets leadoff man, Brandon Nimmo. Skubal back to work. Strike one.
0-1.
Big swing and a miss.
Ooh, ball run. You gotta remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Next one misses. Now 1-2.
It's a good take.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Here comes a pitch. Base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
And now here's Jeff McNeil. Outside low. Ball one.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
That misses, and it's 2-0.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
And that one fouled off. At the belt and fires. In the air, right field. Green settles under it. Brings it in.
Now back.
Here's Francisco Lindor.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
This one in the air, right field. Green settles under it. 2 down. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Struck out swinging his first time. In there at the knees for a strike.
Over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. If you're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
And a curve misses outside. 2 outs. In there. And so now 1-2. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call. They get a leadoff single, but leave him stranded. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the Tigers. And we're back. John Shabby and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Kerry Carpenter. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. And that one fouled off. Bounced up the middle. Boots it. Safe at first. No play. We'll see how they score this. So up next, Mark Canha. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Double play ball to second. Lindor. That's one. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Colt Heath up now for the Tigers. Grounded out his first time. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. And a foul ball. Canha, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Struck him out looking.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure. Hacking at those first 2 pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after it.
Giorgella steps in. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off. And a foul ball. Oh, 2 now. To the right side, McNeil sends it to first. That's out number 3. 1 left for Detroit. They lead it 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Starling Marte. The pitch. Right down the chute. Strike 1.
Well, these Mets, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just 1 base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
And now the lefty. Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-2. Bounced out to short, sneaks through, base hit, and aboard on the leadoff single. Now it's DJ Stewart. Fly to left his first time. That one down the line, and it's just foul. That was close. Scoob will throw to first. Marte back in standing.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score a ball in the gap. With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
The Mets trailing by a run, and we're at the top of the 5th. On the ground, a second, might be 2. And it's through for a hit. And now runners at the corners, nobody out.
Just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off. Now a pretty big event coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
And a pitch. Got him looking for the K.
Well, that curveball had some pretty good break to it. As you can see, the hitter just locked up a little bit. I thought it was a great pitch to hit, but sometimes you're looking for something else and you can't pull the trigger.
2 on, 1 out. Here's the third baseman, Brett Beatty.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
That's in for a strike. Marte, the runner at third. Stewart at first. 1 gone. And fouled off. And the 0-2. And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there.
Well, this is where the team aspect really comes into play on the offensive side of the game, right? I mean, missed opportunity to tie it up with the runner at third with 1 out. Couldn't put the ball in play. So now it's time to pick him up. And that's where good teams, they go to. They operate on this level of next man up. That mentality is what causes them to win series, get into the postseason. That helps keep the energy and morale high in the dugout.
Bader in the box now. Takes strike 1. Fouled off. He was late. Corners are occupied with 2 down. Fly ball down the line. And that drops foul. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. Two on, 2 outs. He goes down looking.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now here is Javier Baez. As the lefty gets to work. And that's outside. Fought off foul. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Textbook bat control right there. Got a pitch on the outside, saw it deep into the zone, and just barreled it up. Went the other way for the knock.
Jake Rogers up now for the Tigers. 1 for 1 with a single so far. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
Well, these Tigers doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
There's a swing and a drop. That's bad. And it's gone. And they add a pair. It's 3-0.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Tigers, Parker Meadows. Just off the inside edge.
1-0.
Left-hand batter waits. And there's a foul ball.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
Left-hand hitter waits. Line drive. Could be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in. And he'll pull into second safely. Next to hit, Riley Green, 1 for 2. That missed by a lot. 1-0. Meadows stands at second with no outs. In the air, out towards left center. Leaping, and he makes the grab.
The batter,
Spencer Torkelson up now for the Tigers. Swing and a miss, strike one. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Drew Smith up and throwing. Lopez warming up as well. Man at second. Foul ball there. Kicks and fires. That's whipped. Base hit. Around third. He scores, and they lead by 4.
Well done. Drives in the run. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Jose Quintana won't go any further. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Phil Bickford.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
And now, Kerry Carpenter. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
Back-to-back singles. Pretty tough for the infielder to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield. And even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
So first and second with one gone. Here's the left fielder, Mark Canha. And a foul ball.
Not the easiest thing when you're talking about a guy that's, perhaps is going to be in the rotation, but maybe a long relief guy, to not start an inning, to come into an inning with pressure on it and try to get yourself comfortable.
Slice to right. Marte pulls it down and he makes the catch. 2 away. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
Now back, second baseman.
Colt Heat digs in now.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Sliced hard but foul. Bases. 1 run is in. Coming home. The relay. Save. And it's now a 6-run lead.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
And in scoring position with 2 away. Gio Urshela getting ready to hit.
At the ball.
And takes low for ball one. And that's a base hit. Around third. He'll score. It's 7-0.
Comes through with the RBI. I can watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Two outs, runner at first. Javier Baez up now for the Tigers. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
One strike.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. So in the end, 10 come to the plate. 6 of them come around to score. 5 innings complete. It's the Tigers 7 and the Mets. Back here in Detroit, all set for the top of the 6th. Here's Brandon Nimmo.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
And he's into third base with a leadoff triple.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. Could be a chance here for them. To start clawing back into this ball game.
At the belt and fires, and that one fouled off. And the pitch. Here's a high chopper, and he picks it up and he'll put it in his pocket. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And there's one down.
Well, he's showing some pretty dominating stuff out there in this one, not just in terms of swing and miss, but also in terms of command. You know, all the strikeouts, they kind of speak for themselves, but when you don't walk anyone, you're demonstrating that you have the confidence in your abilities to truly go right after opposing batters.
Swing and a foul straight back.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
The pitch. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Alonso stands in now and watches strike one.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
And he won a round. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Tigers 7 and the Mets nothing. Bottom of the 6th inning. Now here's the Detroit catcher, Jake Rogers. And the right-hander back to work. And first offering is fouled off. Rogers goes 6'1", 200 pounds, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2016. Right-hander kicks, deals. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Right-handed reliever. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Good eye right there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And he deals. That one not close. The count now 2-2. Righty to the plate. Got him looking, and he did not like the call.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Meadows now at the plate as he swings through strike one.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at-bat?
Foul ball. One down, base is empty. And a good eye there.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
And the righty deals. The punch out there. Out number 2.
2 strikes. Many times hitters looking out over the plate. When you're looking out over the plate, you're also going to let the ball travel a little bit longer. And a fastball zipped on the inside corner just locks you up.
Green in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
And that one is lifted in the air. Makes a nice grab and a full sprint. And that will end the inning. Back in Comerica Park. And now the right fielder, Starling Marte. Scooble back to work. Clips the corner, and that's strike one.
Notice how they're swinging too early or too late. That's a timing problem. They need to guess right on a few of those pitches, and I mean make an educated guess.
The wide to kick the pitch. That one finds the zone. No balls, 2 strikes. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Torkelson pulls it down, and there's one down. DJ Stewart now at the plate.
This isn't a pitcher that softens up when he starts to show signs of fatigue. I mean, his stuff stays sharp. Makes these at-bats more difficult than they normally would be against other pitchers at this stage of the game.
In there at the knees.
Pretty amazing. His first pitch strike percentage over 90%. You know you're getting something in the zone first pitch. So if you're a hitter, got to be ready to let it fly, even though he's had a lot of success on that first pitch of the at-bat.
Throw not in time. It's an unlikely infield single. Man at first, and here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez, who's over 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
So far, this guy's been able to tease the strike zone, gets those swings and misses. Somebody's going to have to shorten up, be a little more patient, and make this guy work in the zone a little more.
Man at first, one away. And that one ripped to left. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. Around third. He will score. It's 7-1.
He was all over that one. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
And a foul ball. And down on strikes. And 2 away now. So 2 down now, and here is Harrison Bader. Out to short. Throw, save, and that was close. Back to the top of the Mets order. Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. And here comes the Tigers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. The new pitcher in the game, Alex Lang.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Fastball for a strike. 0-1. Traffic on the bases with one already in here in the top half of inning number 7. And that drops in for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Kicks and deals. Stays alive. And a pitch.
And the ball. 1 ball. 2 strikes.
That one missed.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
That one close. Rule the ball. And it's a full count. 2 outs. Got him looking. And he didn't like the call. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. Midway in inning number. And we're back. Now at the plate, Spencer Torkelson.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
The pitch. And that one hammered. Marte going back. Pulls it in on the warning track.
He was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
And next is the designated hitter, Kerry Carpenter. Swing and a miss as he was late. Movement in the bullpen. Drew Smith up and loosening in the pen. Lopez also getting ready. One down, base is empty. Pitch misses outside. And now it's even 1-1. And the right-hander deals. Gets the slider in there for a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger. And perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at-bat to hit.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Safe at second with a double. Third hit for him this afternoon.
Well, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. Stayed balanced and squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
One out, runner at second. Mark Canha up now for the Tigers. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Man at second. That's hard hit on the line. Marte snags it for the second out. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end the inning. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Tigers 7 and the Mets 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to begin the 8th, and stepping in for New York, Jeff McNeil. The pitch. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
No ball. One strike.
That to right. Green sizes this one up. Makes the grab, one down.
Now back, the shortstop.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Swinging a foul straight back. 1 out, bases empty. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
Up the middle, Keith fires to first on the run. Lindor retired.
Well, I'm impressed with this guy's internal block. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
Here's Pete Alonso. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. And first offering is fouled off. The Mets with a lot of ground to make up, and we're in the top of the 8th. The pitch. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And a pitch. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Kicks and fires. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And a pitch. Foul ball, still 0-2. 2 down, nobody on. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away.
This is something else. Running that pitch count off. I can't imagine how frustrating it must be for the pitcher to have so many good pitches spoiled off like this.
At the belt and fires. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. And the pitch. Got it. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. And the Mets go down 1-2-3. They're down 7-1. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Jorge Lopez.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score. Waste no time there. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer. And he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Here's Gio Urshela. That one ripped right center field. That's back there. Back. And they add to the lead. It's 9-1.
He wasted no time in that at bat. Swinging at the first pitch, and he punished it. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Javi Baez digs in right side. The Tigers up big in this one. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Jake Diekman, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Smith, the right-hander, also getting loose. 0-2 now. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Righty delivers. Bounce to the right. And he handles it himself for the out.
The catcher, number 34.
Jake Rogers up now for the Tigers. He's already homered in this game. Pitch is in there. It's 0-1. Lopez, a former All-Star. He features a sinker, a curve, a changeup, a slider, and he works in a four-seamer.
Look, it looked like that curveball backed up on him, and although it's a mistake, it works out really good for the pitcher. The hitter's timed it up, expects it to be to a certain spot, and it just doesn't get there.
Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Well, he showed a lot of conviction with the fastball there, not just because of the velocity, but also the ability to command it on the inside part of the plate. The last thing you want to do with 2 strikes is just get too far in there and it gets away and it hits the batter. So when I see a 2-strike fastball bunch up a guy like that, it tells me there's a lot of confidence in that pitch.
Left-hand batter waits. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Whips it to first on the run. In time. Got him. And that'll do it. But 2 come across to score in the inning courtesy of this 2-run homer. Last chance coming up here for the Mets.
We all have different visions of a future. What you think lie ahead for the coming days? New leaves are on the same.
Back here in Detroit. Now it's the right fielder, Starling Marte.
Starling Marte.
The pitch. There's the strike.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Digging in, DJ Stewart, 1 for 3.
DJ Stewart.
That one catches the zone. That's strike 1. And it's fouled away. Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the 9th. Gets a piece and stays alive. Here's the 0-2. Struck him out looking.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
So they're down to their final out. Now here is Francisco Alvarez.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
And that's in there at the knees. They're down to their final strike.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can. The
Mets down to their final strike. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
After a couple of times through the order, this team really figured it out with the bats. A huge fifth inning, and that was all they really needed to get this victory today. Really nice job to pick up the W today.
9-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Sciambi saying so long.
First for the victorious Tigers, 9 runs, 14 hits, with 1 error.